Hello, great minds. Welcome to class today. Today, we're going to look at a very interesting topic, which is culture. Culture. So, in today's lesson, we're going to look at the meaning of culture and the various aspects of culture. So, quickly, let's look at the meaning of culture. Culture is the way people live. Culture is the way people live. We can also say that culture is the way of life of a people. So the way a group of people decide to live their lives is known as culture. Now let's go over to the aspects of culture. There are various aspects of culture. The first one we have here is the family system. The family system. The family system is the type of families that people are allowed to have. Okay, there are two major types of family systems. The first is the polygamous family, and the second is the monogamous family. The polygamous family is a family where a man is allowed to have more than one wife. A family where a man is allowed to have more than one wife is known as the polygamous family, and in most African communities, the culture allows men to have more than one wife. The monogamous family, on the other hand, is a family system where a man is allowed to have only one wife. Okay, so family system is the first aspect of culture that we have talked about. Now, let's look at another aspect of culture, which is language. Language. Language is the way people communicate. Language is the way people communicate, and there are many different languages in Nigeria, but we have three major languages, which are Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. So the second aspect of culture we have talked about is language. Now let's go over to the third aspect of culture we have here, which is dressing. Dressing. In Nigeria, people dress using warm clothes because the weather is hot. And different ethnic groups in Nigeria also have their different ways of dressing. Now, for instance, this is the Igbo cultural dress. This is the Yoruba cultural dress. This is the Hausa cultural dress. And this is the Benin cultural dress. Now let's look at the fourth aspect of culture, which is food and agriculture. Food and agriculture. Now let's look at the meaning of food first of all. Food is anything that we can eat, anything that you can take into your body, you can put in your mouth, chew and swallow that will not cause harm to you is known as food. Agriculture is the growing of plants and rearing of animals. Now, the type of plants that a particular set of people grow determines the type of food that they will eat. Do you understand? So the cultural food of any group is dependent on the type of plant that is grown in that region. Okay, now let's look at this example. This is the cassava plant. It is majorly grown in the southern part of Nigeria, and from the cassava plant we get the cassava tubers. From the cassava tubers, we are able to make garri, with which we make our eba. From the cassava tubers, we can also get fufu or akpu, and we can also make the abacha or African salad from the cassava tubers. And that is why people in the south eat a lot of this food, like the garri, eba, fufu, or akpu, and the African salad. They eat a lot of these things because they are able to grow the cassava plant. Let's look at this other crop. This is the palm tree. This tree needs a lot of rainfall to grow. And because there's a lot of rainfall in the south, the people in the south are able to grow the palm tree. And from the palm tree, we get the palm fruits, with which we make palm oil. So, most of the dishes prepared by people in the south are made using the palm oil. The people in the north, on the other hand, do not have enough rainfall to grow the palm tree. What they have in abundance is the shea tree, from which we can make the shea butter. It will interest you to know that instead of using the palm oil to cook, most northerners use shea butter because the plant that they can grow is the shea tree. They cannot grow the palm tree with which to make palm oil. Do you understand? So you can see how agriculture affects the type of food that we eat, the types of food that different cultural groups eat. Okay, now let's look at the last aspect of culture I have here, which is religion. Religion. Now, what is religion? Religion is the way people worship. Religion is the way people worship God. Now, there are different many religions, but in Nigeria we have three major religions. The first religion is Christianity. People who practice Christianity are called Christians and they read the Holy Bible. They also go to church. The second major religion in Nigeria is Islam. People who practice the Islamic religion are called Muslims. And the third major religion in Nigeria is called the African traditional religion. The African traditional religion. Okay, so as a recap, let's just quickly look at what we have done. We have looked at the meaning of culture. We have been able to learn that culture is the way people live. We have looked at the various aspects of culture. We talked about the family system as an aspect of culture, language, food and agriculture, dressing, and religion. Okay, so with that, we have come to the end of the class. Thank you very much for being a part of it. I hope to see you in the next lesson. Bye bye.